Dear friends, this is a shocking update for retirees and seniors. The Social Security program is facing issues that have not been resolved since 1981. This is crucial as a number of Americans that rely solely on Social Security will only increase. My dear friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video to find out more about this. Also, this coming Friday and every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.
The list of things that we can do but haven't done is extensive. It's long. We need to chip away at that list and get our work done as 2023 comes to a close. Today, I want to highlight the urgent need to pass a long-term, not a continuation of little short extensions, but a long-term FAA reauthorization legislation. The current FAA reauthorization expired on September 30th, in which a subsequent extension was passed until the end of this year. That's not many days away. Congress is now progressing toward another short-term extension until mid-March 2024. I serve as the lead Republican, the ranking member of the Aviation Subcommittee on the Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee, and I stated at the very beginning of my tenure in that position the importance of passing a long-term reauthorization, and I am here today to continue to beat that drum. Continuous short-term extensions are detrimental to the agency, the industry, and the flying public. This is about public safety. We've been genuinely and rightfully concerned about the flying public, and reauthorization of the FAA Bill, as we have developed it, is an important component of making people safer as they fly. Multiple-year reauthorization is necessary for long-term planning and growth of the civil aviation industry. I come from the air capital of the world, Kansas, and we know the importance of this piece of legislation in our ability to compete globally and to defend our nation at this time of national security needs. Multiple-year reauthorization allows for planning and growth, including the maintenance and modernization of aviation infrastructure and technologies. If the United States is to remain a leader in the aerospace domain, it is critical we provide the FAA the resources and the tools they require. We spent months working on the legislation. It is designed and will improve the capabilities of the Federal Aviation Administration. The U.S. House of Representatives has passed an FAA reauthorization, and they did so last July. Unfortunately, the Senate has yet to move a bill out of the committee. In November, the Aviation Subcommittee convened once again to address close calls and near misses that have recently plagued our nation's airspace, incidents that indicate now more than ever our aviation system needs certainty and stability, provided in part by long-term authorization by Congress. While I was pleased to see my colleagues come together this past October in a vote 98-0, 98-0 in the Senate to confirm Mr. Mike Whitaker as the FAA Administrator, I request my colleagues to once again find that collaborative spirit, that way forward to address FAA reauthorization.
Social Security is a crucial program for Americans' financial well-being. It plays a vital role in lifting millions out of poverty, especially those aged 65 and over. Without Social Security, the senior poverty rate in the United States would be nearly 4 times higher. However, there are great concerns about the program's foundation, as it faces challenges not observed since 1981. In 1983, a bipartisan effort led to the last major overhaul of Social Security due to the dwindling trust fund reserves. These reserves, built up since the program's inception, are invested in government bonds, providing crucial revenue alongside payroll taxes and benefit taxes. Measures implemented in 1983 sustained growth in asset reserves until recently. In 2021, Social Security's trust funds saw asset reserves decline by $56.3 billion. This was the first decline in asset reserves in 4 decades. In 2022, combined OASI and DI asset reserves fell by another $22.1 billion. At the end of October 2023, Social Security's publicly available bond portfolio shows that the program's asset reserves are down $33.2 billion to $2.79 trillion. This is the first 3-year decline in Social Security's asset reserves since 1981. According to Yahoo News, Social Security derives around 90% of its revenue from the payroll tax on wages and salaries. If Americans keep working and paying their taxes, there will always be revenue to disperse to eligible beneficiaries. What is at stake for Social Security is exactly how much current and future beneficiaries could be paid on a monthly basis a decade from now. The 2023 Social Security Board of Trustees report states that the OASI will exhaust its asset reserves by the year 2033. And if this occurs, sweeping benefit cuts of up to 23% for retired workers and survivors may be necessary to sustain payouts through the year 2097, without the need for any additional cuts. Another program for Social Security is a historic decline in U.S. birth rates. The program's worker-to-beneficiary ratio has been under pressure for a decade as boomers leave the workforce in greater numbers. An ongoing drop in birth rates will further depress this ratio in the decades to come. Rising income inequality is yet another issue for Social Security. In 2024, all earned income up to $168,600 is subject to the payroll tax, while wages and salary north of $168,600 are exempt. The amount of earned income exempted from the payroll tax has been growing for 4 decades and leaving Social Security out of potentially collectible revenue. But with no end in sight to these demographic shifts, congressional lawmakers do recognize Social Security's shortcomings and realize reform is needed to strengthen the program. There has certainly not been any shortage of proposals to improve Social Security's financial well-being. The issue in Washington, D.C. is that America's 2 major political parties are approaching fixes from opposite ends of the spectrum. Democrats, including President Biden, have proposed increasing the payroll tax on high-earning workers, as well as altering the program's measure of inflation from the CPIW to the CPIE. The key point being that Democrats in Congress are approaching a fix by raising additional revenue and potentially boosting benefits in the process. Meanwhile, Republican lawmakers prefer the idea of gradually raising the full retirement age to reduce lifetime benefits and lower outlays. Republicans on Capitol Hill also believe the changed CPI would be a better alternative than the CPIW. This is an alternative measurement for the CPI that considers changes to consumer spending patterns. This is in order to provide a more accurate picture of the cost of living based on the goods that consumers actually purchase. Well, my amazing and most awesome friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.